And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Most Important Conversations daily meditation. We conduct these meditations Monday through Friday, and each meditation begins with a short talk around the main theme of liberation. We derive the content for these talks from our main body of work in the Most Important Conversations called Whole Life Architecture, which is a community of individuals who are working to create their life by design versus continually tolerating a life by default, but we do it together in community so that people are able to make the journey from their conditioned life to a life of their own creation and to be able to feel supported in the process. It's very difficult to drop our conditioning. Very difficult to drop the things that we consider to be normal life, drop the things that we consider to be important, and instead to go within and to be curious enough to ask the question, what really makes me come alive? What desires do I have that are going unfulfilled as I live out a life of conditioning, a life of expectations that I inherited from my friends, family, and community? And today, inside of the theme of liberation, that's actually an invitation that I'd like to make to everybody to create some space, to begin your day with space. This morning in this meditation is an opportunity to be present with oneself, to go within, and to get curious about where my conditioning is running the show. It might be many areas. Where am I afraid to be who I truly am? Where am I afraid to acknowledge what I really desire in my life and how the life I'm currently living in some or in all areas is in fact antithetical or an actual block to me living the life that I truly desire. When we talk about liberation from our conditioning, it's important to know what that conditioning is, what it is that we are being liberated from, or what it is that we desire liberation from. If we're unclear about that, then the whole exercise of doing the work to liberate oneself has no value, has no meaning. It's important to be clear what in our life does not align with who we feel we authentically are and what we truly desire. So this morning, that's the inquiry. Without a rush to provide an answer, just be with the space that this meditation provides this morning and allow your higher self to speak to you about where you are still trapped in your conditioning? Where are you bending to the world as opposed to the world bending to you? Is it in the way you take care of yourself, your health, your wellness, and self-care routines or lack thereof? Is it in your diet? Are you eating food that is nourishing and replenishing for your body as opposed to what the experts say you're supposed to do? Is it in your conditioning around how you're supposed to look? Though all it does is provide you stress and anxiety. Is your conditioning, are you still trapped in conditioning in your relationships? Do you have friends that you have just because they've always been there? Or are they friends that are truly nourishing to your authentic self? Can you be your authentic self in their presence? Or are you afraid they would reject you because who you've been up to this point is not your authentic self? Do you have people in your life, friendships, acquaintances, that merely reinforce your conditioned self? Or instead, do you have friends and acquaintances who create a pathway, an opening, an approval for who you are? Do you have romantic or intimate relationships that are not approving of who you actually are and what you desire in life and from a romantic or intimate relationship? Are you holding something back? Perhaps many things. Are you afraid to speak your truth? Are you afraid to show up in your truth? Is your conditioning trapping you in your career? What you do to make money? What you create to be of service? Are you in a job or running a business just because it makes money, but it doesn't make you come alive? Are you excited and full of aliveness to do what you do for your career? Or does it take energy from you? No sooner are you waking up and about to engage with your day, you're already counting the hours for it to be over. Planning what you will do tonight or on the weekend and completely detached from the day to day. It's important to provide opportunities for yourself to be able to listen to yourself. to feel into your body, to feel into your emotions. For what is trying to come up and speak to you, but because of the way our society is structured, we often repress these parts of ourself, these wise parts of ourself. So this morning's meditation is an invitation into space, to listen, to observe, to watch the areas of non-alignment in our life, non-alignment to our authentic self. So as we move into our meditation this morning, this watcher-observer meditation, the invitation is to listen. To clear your mind of all the chatter, of all the planning, with the holiday season coming up. There's often a lot of chatter in our minds, a lot of planning, a lot of overthinking, a lot of performative things that we find ourselves falling into as a result of our conditioning around how we show up to family dinners, how we show up to family events, what's expected of us. Will they like the gift I bought for them? Will they like the dinner I made? Will they approve? So our conditioning during holiday seasons can be extra strong. Memories of growing up with our family, our friends, and our community, and what's expected come rushing back in. We may even be living a life that is on the path of greater and greater alignment every day, but when the holiday season comes in, that conditioning can just snap us shut. We feel sometimes even perhaps schizophrenic, like we're living two different lives. Can you show up as your whole and complete authentic self, living a life connected to what you truly desire? Can you show up as that person at the upcoming holiday gatherings? There's a reason why statistically the holiday season is considered among the most stressful and with the most suicides. This is a period of time over these next 6 weeks when our conditioning is in full force, when the expectations of the world without tend to run the show and dictate who we are and how we show up. How will you create space? Nothingness. Emptiness this holiday season. Moments in each and every day for you to just be. So that you are connected to your authentic self and remain liberated or begin the path of liberation from your conditioning. Some people will even be making the choice whether or not to attend family gatherings this year as a sovereign choice of ensuring their autonomy, their liberation, their freedom from their conditioning. Perhaps you know the conditioning is too strong at some events or some gatherings. Are you strong enough to see it for what it is and to make a choice that honors yourself? So let's move into our watcher observer meditation this morning with these thoughts gently marinating in the background of our mind, nothing to attend to or chase. You are the watcher and the observer of your thoughts, of your emotions. You are not them. Your brain thinks, your emotions will rise. It's just what naturally happens. You do not need to chase or attend to them. You can simply observe and watch them and allow the next few minutes of space to nourish your body and your mind and your soul, free from all expectation, liberated from your conditioning in this moment to be whole and complete yourself. And use it as an opportunity to bask in that space and to simply watch and observe, to simply listen. What feels out of alignment in your life right now? What is exhausting you and taking energy from you? Where are you trapped in chronic complaint? Seated in a comfortable position, taking some cleansing deep breaths, and allowing yourself to just settle in for the next few minutes and be the watcher observer of your life. And I'll see you all very shortly. And welcome back, everybody. Reconnecting to the world without and the world within. Reconnecting to the day you have ahead of you. And the opportunity to take any insights that you gleaned about where you are trapped in your conditioning, especially where you might fall into it during this holiday period. And start to just put awareness on it. You have choice to not be trapped there anymore. You have choice to take a new action. And it begins with knowing you have choice and trusting yourself to be able to do so. Today, as you go about your day, give consideration to any insights that may have come up around where your conditioning is still running the show, where it's thinking you, where it has you trapped in ways of being that don't align with who you are. See if you can take small incremental nudging actions towards what feels more in alignment with you in those areas. Wishing you all a wonderful day, and we will continue our meditations tomorrow.